Before my son was diagnosed with autism, I didn't have any experience in education law, so there is a huge aspect of the law that is not even something that you'll ever, hear about if you get sent your, state bar dues membership and they have special legal sections. There's nothing under education law. That said, there's a huge maze of state and federal statutes that provide education funding for children with disabilities. My work is to take a parent and, for example, go with them to the regional center or to the school district in which they live and make a proposal to the district and the legal arguments that would support such a proposal and the factual arguments that would support such a proposal for why the district's program for the child has to be augmented or made more intensive. And so it's essentially a discussion that we have kid by kid where we, try to help our clients effectively advocate why it is that they need more services if their child's going to have meaningful improvement. So, for example, this summer a lot of school districts aren't offering summer school because of the budgetary problems. Now, special education children almost always are eligible for what's called extended school year, in which they get summer school. I went to a meeting on Monday where the district said about a particular child who's 6.5 and has an autism diagnosis, but he's doing very well in first grade because he goes to school every day with a highly trained therapeutic shadow. They said, well, we don't have any summer school this summer, so you don't get any ABA services this summer. To which the child's mother said, wait a minute. This child has services that you pay for 48 weeks a year. Last summer you said he couldn't do well with a break of more than 1 week or he would regress. And this summer you're telling me he has to have a break of 11 weeks. And so then we will try to persuade the district based on the data we have that the child will regress if he doesn't get his services over the summer. In this case, though, we weren't able to persuade them, so now we're actually going to have to take legal action to keep his services going. And I think that a lot of the people that work in education are well-intentioned. They don't have the resources, and the system, unfortunately, makes what they do very, very difficult. Because one of the things that's very clear in the law in this area is that you are not allowed to make cost-based decisions, and that forces administrators to come in and defend things that really aren't defensible or to proffer things that they say are as effective when the research makes it clear that those things aren't as effective. So I often talk about these meetings that we go to as sort of having a text and a subtext. They're sort of the things people are saying, like, oh, your child is doing so well in our reading program. And then there's always the thought bubble, or the subtitle. And the subtitle says something like, important to give the parents a feeling of calm and that things are going well because we don't want them to actually say, I'd like an intensive reading program over the summer. Will you pay for it? So part of what we do is we help parents decode the acronyms and understand, for lack of a better word, the doublespeak. And I say this with, all respect for the hardworking people in education that are there in the trenches still trying. But really, the system is broken. We need more money for the kids, and until we get it, we're going to have these very political, frustrating discussions.